I don't want to get lost in an email. I want to get lost in paint.
Ah.
You know? So it's just preference and
message. Go ahead.
received.
Message. You know, we talk about things being easy, but it doesn't need to be easy, right? It doesn't need to be hard either. It just needs to be what it is, and that's a great answer. You know?
There's no talent required for what we do, and that's part of what kind of dragged me into this business. It was voluntary.
Kicking and screaming.
Yeah, for sure.
What did he say?
Gonna change.
How much?
It's gonna change. Like all of these lighter color yellows, they're gonna turn into gold when they cure.
Oh my God, that means I used the pink gold. That's gonna turn all gold.
It's gonna be pink gold.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be all pink gold.
So yeah, when it cures, it's gonna change color because of the metallics.
That's crazy.
And yours will also go, like all of these spots, all of that spots, that's gonna be gold. Another cool thing to do is when it's done, we can send you some pictures.
Okay. Can I get it and paint on it? Like another one of those big, or because it's gonna, are you gonna epoxy it, or are you gonna?
If you want. If you want, we can really make it pretty. Like
Well,
you
they're
can
all
show
pretty.
you can show the difference, right?
Yeah.
But epoxy resin kind of pops the color out. It protects the paint. It makes it easy to clean, and it'll last forever. So we recommend doing that. But if you want to make something on top of it, then we recommend not doing that.
So then could I go ahead and maybe, if I paint on it, could I bring it back and then you epoxy it after I paint it?
Of course, yeah. Of course.
Yo, you
Make
guys treat
it
me
your
so
own.
good. You treat me so nice. I'm so excited.
I'm looking forward to what you're gonna put on top of it.
Yeah, for real. That's what I want to see.
I'm curious. Like my brain is like,
Bring one of those.
is it gonna be a portrait on top of it with that background? That would be dope.
You want to keep it here? That's cool too.
Yeah, we'll display it in our gallery.
I'd be more than honored. Yes, I would. Yes, that's amazing. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, man.
I think what you guys are doing is really making art approachable
Very much so.
to the consumer who wants to do it. Yeah, you know, it takes away all that fear of having to get up and do the big stuff, you know, and the big stuff isn't big. Like, it's so funny. Like I said, when you figure it out, you
If you say
realize,
so.
I promise you.
You can say so,
But yeah.
but you're right. Like people who are walking in and their initial reaction, I'm not artistic.
Mm-hmm.
we want that kind of person because we can show you that you don't have to be artistic. We guide you through the process, and you create your own masterpiece. You do not need to have any art skill.
Art skill, none required.
None required.
We read you loud and clear. Over.
Like, I just really appreciate that you guys showed me so much. Oh, they do look like peacock feathers down there.
Yeah, look at that.
That's crazy. See, I told you. See, now you guys look at these things differently because I came in here and told you that it looks like jellyfish and something else. Tadpoles.
Imagination.
And people they take they start painting and they like, oh my God, I don't want this on my hands. Can I get it off? Can I get it off? This is just part of the process, right? Show me hands. Show me hands. Hands up. Don't shoot.
Shivering with fear.
How long have you guys been here in the Pembroke Pines area?
So we opened up January 13th. That was our opening weekend.
Wow.
So it's been, exactly a month and a half. Exactly.
1 month. So get out here.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Get out here.
Come check us out. We promise it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Could you tell me, if you could collaborate with any artist, living or dead, who would it be?
There's one artist that I really found that I loved his painting. His name was Maxwell Parrish, but I loved his art style. But then there's so many that I can, because I'm not going to say that I'm just going to stick to just art because I already have the best right here. Check them out, Airbnb.
Hey, thehayzebrand.com. I was waiting for her to say that about me. And you know what? Expectation, he doesn't fail.
Yeah, but it doesn't just have to be like a specific person. Honestly, anybody who enjoys themselves in the art, I want to collaborate.
Nice.
I want to see your joy and stuff. Like I have a lot of people that inspire me to do art. For instance, if you were to come, say one person, I don't know. I'm limiting myself.
Got you. I got you.
My personal favorite is Thomas Kincaid.
Oh, okay.
But it's a very different art.
Okay.
Obviously.
Tell us about it.
Thomas Kincaid does those scenic paintings.
Okay.
And kind of what attracted me to it, it changes with the color and the lighting.
Okay.
I have my photography, so the lighting is important.
Everything.
Lighting is everything, and his paintings change based on how bright or how dim the room is. And it goes from more of like a dusk painting to a bright, sunny painting.
Wow.
Depending on the light.
I think that's interesting. Art really is just the study of light. It's not just in photography, right? Yep. It's everywhere. Whenever you paint like portraits or anything, the best thing to do is to paint back to front and dark to light, okay? Because it's a lot easier to lighten up a painting. Hold, this is for you. It's a lot easier to lighten up a painting, to go from black to lighter color, than it is to go from lighter color to black, because you're playing in mud at that point. They know what it's like. You don't want to do that in fluid painting either.
Message.
For you, while you're doing your projects, how important is the audience?
The audience is the most important factor, especially in our field. They're the ones who, from start to finish, we have to make sure that they're happy. Our joy, and I guess you can say comes last, is as long as they're happy with what they're doing, they're enjoying their entire time, we help them create something that they're like, I want to do another one. That's honestly, they're the most important factor of this whole thing.
Gotcha. This is a business, like we talked about before. So how then do you mix up your day between work and play?
We try to mix both, obviously, because you don't want to work, and not play.
Hashtag Rihanna.
Work. See me if you work.
Come see us back gallery. We love it. We love it.
But we try to have fun.
Of course.
And we are. I mean, this business, as I mentioned before, the reason I'm getting it, because it is fun.
Yeah.
So like what we did today, that's fun.
A lot of fun.
We look forward to those things.
I can't even say, I'm not going to tell you. I won. All right.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Show the host some love.
Absolutely. we try to do different things. We try to get out from our shell, even though it's not so much of a shell.
Yeah.
But still, we try different techniques. We try new things, and that's what makes it fun.
Nice.
Nice.
Can you discuss the relationship between art and your, I guess, mental health for your clientele? Do you find that it has any kind of effect on them, the fact that they're doing something artistic versus, anything else?
I think so. I think it's one of the most important parts of the business.
Okay.
And it's kind of behind the scenes in a way.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned, when people come in and they have this fear, for the lack of a better word, of how can I do what is on your wall? It's almost impossible. They get clamped up, and the experience that we offer is, I don't want to call it a therapeutic experience, but in the way
Why not?
it is,
You don't want to?
It is a bit of a therapeutic experience.
Exactly. $150 an hour. Forget that. Come over here and see us at Hawaii Fluid Art, and you can actually really get some therapy.
You get into paints, you get to do stuff, and the joy, for me, I'm repeating myself, but the joy is to see your face as a customer light up when you see the end results.
Nice.
That's what makes it. That's what makes all of this
worthwhile.
For sure.
That's amazing. Because you were in technology, you were in IT. Is there any role, and do you see any role of technology playing in your business, and how does that work?
Not a lot, and that's a part of the good thing.
Okay.
So we obviously have technology, but to create what we create, we really don't need technology, and that's part of the beauty.
Yeah.
You don't need computers, you don't need phones. Obviously, we use it all to share this video, share it, then subscribe, click that button.
Thank you. He gets it.
But for the purposes of the business, that's the beauty of it. We don't really need or want it.
Yeah, it's like going back to a day when things were simpler. It's funny. I come from the last generation of kids that grew up without the internet, right? But I mean, we had the internet, but we were the first ones.
You're dating yourself.
I'm only 26, guys.
Okay. And in leap years, you're like 3.
Right? We had a leap year customer today.
Wasn't that nice?
Honestly, it's so funny that I think that what you guys are doing is you're giving people a chance to do something that doesn't require them to be stuck in their phones. It doesn't require them to be seeking external validation. You just get to be yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Message!
I know this is probably a, how do I say this? 4-letter word here, curse word, but creative blocks. Do you guys have them? And if you do, how do you get past them?
No, we don't.
No?
No creative blocks here.
Not here. That doesn't exist in this space.
Not in this space. There's no creative block. You just pour the paint.
See, now I'm mad.
That's impossible.
Have you ever had difficult customers, or not customers, experiencers or clients that come in here and enjoy themselves with you? How do you get through those?
Difficult? No. I wouldn't call that difficult.
Okay.
There are people who have specific idea in mind, or certain expectations from what they do.
Okay.
And if for some reason something doesn't work out, we wipe it off and we do it again until you love it. We're not dealing with difficult people, difficult customers. We're just getting to the end result that they're expecting.
You just wipe it off. I love that. That was amazing. What would you say to your younger self?
Just keep going. It's whatever you want out of life will come. It's not gonna be easy, but the journey's way better on the hard road, through the hard road.
Yeah.
You know, my most favorite quote to say: if you're going through hell, keep going.
Oh yeah, because that's kind of like my definition of success, right? My definition of success is if you have to be able to fail over and over and over and over again, right? And if you fail enough times without giving up, then you may actually succeed. But if you give up, the one thing you know is going to happen is you definitely didn't succeed. So,
For sure.
You're so right.
The only thing I can add to that,
yeah.
thank you, is have fun doing it and learn from your mistakes, because success doesn't come easy. You learn personally my own failures and mistakes.
Yeah.
That's how you learn, not somebody else's, but your own.
You know, that's so true. And I hate to say that it sounds like when people say that, that's the dumbest way to learn from somebody's mistakes, right? But at the same time, you got to do it yourself. My mom used to say my whole life, right? She would say, hurry up and fail. Now, she might not say that as nice as I just said. Love you, Mom.
Hey, Mama, I love you.
You guys have any questions that you'd like to ask me, since you got a chance to ask an artist?
Basically,
Is
that
an
you've been
artist.
surrounded by art,
Mhm.
but did you ever want to stray away, or was art always like the main contender in your whole life?
Oh no, I tried to stray away as much as possible. Like that. That's funny. You must be reading my language, reading my whole story. No, it's funny because I was born into art. My mom's an artist. Her best friends are artists. All of the kids, we're all artists. And what was crazy for me is that when I was a kid, we all feel kind of weighed down about what it is that we're doing, right? And I don't know why, but I was like, I don't want to be an artist, but deep down inside, I wanted to be Peter Pan. I wanted to be an artist so badly, but I was terrified to tell my mom that I wanted to be one. I was terrified to tell the people around me that that's what I wanted to do, because I was afraid they were going to keep looking at me and judging me by what I wanted to do. They wanted to, you hear it growing up all the time, especially when I was growing up, was, oh, artists don't make no money. You know, how you gonna live? How you gonna eat, son? We gotta do things. And I'm like, but I wanna share with the world this thing that's in my heart. And so long story short, I ran away from it. I went to corporate America. I traveled around the world, which I really enjoyed doing, but lived out of hotels. And I tell you, that's not as sexy as it looks. It's really not. And then I said, you know what? I was painting while I was in these hotels at night. I was painting sneakers. I was painting shirts. I was painting jackets, anything I could to paint. And that was the part of my day I realized I couldn't wait to get back to. Day was over, I was going back to the hotel and doing that. So ultimately, eventually, after I ran away from it, I was nudged, or kicked rather. And I was told, you know what, you gotta do what you love. And I was afraid to do that. And at the same time, I'm so glad that I did it. Because now, while it's been tough, I still have this joy for everything I do. I'm excited to go to work every day. I'm excited to talk to you guys. I get to go to great places and meet great people, and they, appreciate me. And I was so afraid that they wouldn't. And it's really a wonderful experience to see that go a full 180. So, that being said, remember, you can't be afraid. You can't make mistakes. Anything else?
You gotta paint.
I like that. You gotta paint. Just go do it. Shaka. And as always, big thanks from me, Hayze, and my friends, Belle and Dimitri, over here at Hawaii Fluid Art. Come get you some work if you want to, if you really want to have a good time. This is the spot.
Pembroke Pine.
Pembroke Pine.
Shameless plug.
Exactly. And as always, be bold, be creative, be you. Peace out. There you go. That wasn't too bad, huh?
No.
All right. You're very welcome.